All right, welcome to another episode of the Jungle Gym. This week we're kind of doing a market update, and we're giving you guys the best way to invest $100 into Pokemon right now. And we're gonna also go over some sets that are gonna be coming up.
Yeah, we got two sets coming out, right? We got Evolving Skies. That's coming out August 27th. Yep.
Yeah, and this is gonna be pretty much like another standard set that's gonna have booster boxes. It's gonna have ETBs. It will most likely have battle boxes. And then October 8th, we have a really big set coming out, Celebrations. We believe this is going to be a really hyped up set. It has rumored to have, a Charizard, potentially a base set Charizard.
Oh, yeah.
In this set, it's going to have all the mechanics from all the Pokemon sets.
I was hearing things like that. Like, it's something to kind of represent every... Because you know how with, like, Sun and Moon, there's, like, themes, or with Sword and Shield, there's new themes.
Yeah.
Like, they want to have a good sampling of all those things throughout the years. So
yeah, this is a big anniversary celebration for Pokemon. They're going to make this set special. We're kind of recommending, if you have a certain amount to kind of put into Pokemon as a sealed product investment, we recommend, kind of going a little lighter on Evolving Skies.
Right.
Because there's going to be 4 waves of this set.
You got time.
Yeah, and there's going to be so many different Evolving Skies products. Pokemon Celebrations, there's just going to be one ETB, and it will be probably more limited, even though it might feel oversaturated as they're putting this initial product out in waves. It might be like, oh, it's everywhere, it's saturated. But we believe in the long run, and probably in the short term, this is going to be a really hyped up set that's going to do well over time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
yeah. I mean, really everything like that, because like the thing that I've ripped off that I stole from one of my favorite Magic card investors is he always says that time spent in the market beats timing the market. So
definitely, just like long-term holding these sealed products is always going to be less risky than trying to open packs and get them graded, or doing different things like that, buying a set and trying to sell it as like a scalper, or buying something that's just like running in price and trying to continue to make money off it. You're always better off at buying it MSRP retail, and then just keeping it sealed or opening it if you really love the product. And that's why we're even saying, like, right now, Shining Fates is a really good deal to go ahead and cop it like around $60, because it's an excellent fun set to open. It has such a high pull rate. We believe it's a good set that's going to do,
it's an example, another one of those premium sets.
It's a premium set. It's going to do well in the long run. And if you wanted to open it down the road, you're going to be happy that you secured one for $60.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, exactly. It's not like opening some kind of like first edition base. You don't have to be Steve Aoki. You know what I mean?
I have a feeling, a year or two from now, you're going to look back and be like, I'm so grateful that I secured 10, Hidden Fate, Shining Fates packs for $60. Or you're going to be like, look how much it's went up in value. After a year, I'm going to keep it sealed because I have a feeling this is going to do well in the long term or whatever,
And I think people, like, it's got to trip you out. Like, when you have this product, I think that's what gets people about their vintage collections, right? It's like, I bought this as a kid when it was like $2 a pack. And now it's worth ridiculous. I think you might be surprised with some of these modern Pokemon products. If you're just willing to wait like a little bit of time, it's really surprising how it grows and grows and grows.
And I think we're going to put out another video in the future that kind of talks about, the differences between investing in modern Pokemon versus investing in, vintage Pokemon.
Oh yeah, different worlds.
And the different risks, like the different kind of, money that's to be made, and how kind of what we think. And if you have, lower, like if you can't afford a super expensive card, we highly recommend, starting to invest in the modern market. And we'll kind of go into more details about that in the future.
Yeah,
but why don't we go ahead and get into like what our $100 investment would be right now.
Oh yeah, we kind of talked a little bit about that, right?
Yeah. So like we really think right now, your best way to invest $100 into Pokemon would be to try to secure one ETB of Shining Fates for $60.
Right, which we talked about.
Yeah.
That's the modern market.
That's the modern. And there's a little older set that just had a reprint.
Yeah.
You can find an MSRP Sun and Moon Elite Trainer box for around $40 right now, which we think is a great purchase. It's going to do super well in the long run because this is a set that came out 4 years ago.
Yeah, guys, like... You know what it's like when you're like a new player, you're getting into it. Like everybody, all the existing players, they take for granted these sets. They're like Sun and Moon, Elite Trainer, because they had their chance at it because they were playing for years ago. But if you've just started, hey, this is your opportunity to hop into a time machine and get a product that came out over 4 years ago now, February of 2017. So,
you know, and like there would even be a couple other options if you wanted to go a little over 100. I think even buying like, you know, a Champions Path ETB and a Shining Fates ETB to hold in your sealed collection would also be like another good option.
Yeah.
We've noticed that most of the premium sets down the line, if you just kind of look at, you know, where they started off compared to where they're at now, the premium sets do tend to do well. And
it's just, you know what, I want to just say this too about the Sun and Moon. I can't say this enough. You take a look at some of these sets that like quote unquote like underperform, maybe like the Rebel Clashes or whatever, but you're jumping in now at pretty close $40. That's pretty close to what that's what it came out with originally, but you're hitting it at the part of the curve where it's starting to go up.
Yeah. And so there has been a slight pullback in the Pokemon market. There's been a market dip. And so we're looking at things that we feel like are strong products, and we're trying to secure some of those and add some of those to our collections when the market is down. And another one we've been calling out is battle boxes because of how limited they are in the print.
Oh yeah, those little pre-release kits.
And because they have pre-release cards, they're only limited to a certain amount to be printed. They can't do a pre-release print after the set's been released, right? It's very unlikely. We've never seen it happen before.
Yeah.
So that's another one. In this market dip, you know, go ahead and try to secure yourself some Sword and Shield battle boxes. There's a bunch of different good ones. We feel like those are going to do well in the long run, especially if they have a strong pre-release card in them, right? Like that's always a good indicator that it's going to do even better.
But yeah, the Wham Bam 2 ETB combo of Shining Fates, Sun and Moon, I feel like that's the
strongest $100 bet
for your
right
buck.
now.
You're not going to see better than that.
If you can get stuff at that prices, and we've noticed that, like, you know, even Shining Fates is starting to climb back up into the $70 range.
So hurry,
If you look on eBay and you get in on some of these bids and try to scalp some prices, you can find some for $60, $65 range. And so we think that that's a super strong play. Get one at $60, get a Sun and Moon ETB at $100, and see what those are valued at a year or two from now. And I think you're going to be really stoked that you got in at those prices. But I think that's going to wrap it up. You know, we're going to try to put more kind of market watch update, you know, what we think you should buy and invest in videos in the future. And we're going to kind of integrate some of our opening videos in. So just stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much.